Hello, Los Angeles Dodgers fans. We've got fresh, exclusive videos and the latest updates just for you. Before we dive in, make sure to join our channel and hit that like button. This is the best way to stay on top of all the breaking news. The Los Angeles Dodgers are clearly in full win-now mode as the 2025 trade deadline approaches. After finally breaking through to clinch the championship in 2024, the Dodgers are not content to stop there. They want to establish a dynasty. With a front office led by Andrew Friedman, known for his shrewd moves and balance between farm system health and major league talent acquisition, the Dodgers are primed to make moves that push them further into championship contention. This offseason and trade deadline period has seen the Dodgers show a greater willingness to expand payroll to fill any roster gaps that might hinder a repeat title run. Friedman's approach has evolved over the years. Early in his tenure, he was cautious, often holding back on big trades or signings to protect the club's minor league system. But now, with the Dodgers perched at the top of the baseball world, that mindset has shifted. There's a clear sense of urgency and a readiness to pounce on opportunities to improve the roster, even if it means dipping deeper into the budget. This change has set the stage for potential acquisitions that might not have been considered a few years ago. One of the Dodgers' current priorities is adding depth, particularly in utility roles and pitching. While their core lineup is rock solid and capable of competing with any team in the majors, the grind of a long season and the inevitable injuries make having versatile players crucial. Flexibility in a roster is what separates championship teams from also-rans, especially when the postseason rolls around. The Dodgers need players who can cover multiple positions without sacrificing defense or offensive potential. This is where Isiah Kiner-Falefa comes into play. Currently with the Pittsburgh Pirates, a team struggling this year, Kiner-Falefa is drawing attention from Dodgers fans and analysts alike. Jason Frey of Dodgers Nation has singled him out as a near-perfect fit for Los Angeles. Kiner-Falefa is a Gold Glove-winning utility man with the ability to play both infield and outfield positions, which fits the Dodgers' penchant for versatility. His defensive prowess would give the Dodgers much-needed flexibility on the field. The beauty of Kiner-Falefa's skill set is the breadth of coverage he offers. Whether it's stepping in at shortstop, third base, or even the outfield corners, his adaptability means the Dodgers could rest key stars or cover injuries without losing defensive integrity. As the postseason nears, having such a player on the bench becomes invaluable. It's a strategic asset that could be the difference in tight playoff games, where every defensive play matters and resting starters for crucial matchups is a common practice. Offensively, Kiner-Falefa isn't a powerhouse, but he does bring value. His WRC+, weighted runs created plus, this season sits slightly below average at 88, indicating he produces less than a league average hitter. However, the Dodgers are not desperately seeking more heavy hitters. Instead, they want a player who won't be a liability at the plate and can contribute situationally. Kiner-Falefa fits that bill. His ability to put the ball in play, avoid strikeouts, and work the count aligns well with the Dodgers' offensive philosophy. Financially, Kiner-Falefa is an attractive target because he's on an expiring contract. That means the Dodgers can acquire him for a relatively modest price compared to other available veterans who might demand a longer-term commitment or more prospects in return. This low-risk, high-reward aspect makes him an ideal candidate to bolster the roster without mortgaging the future. It's a savvy business move by a front office always looking to maximize value. In a team that already boasts star power up and down the lineup, Kiner-Falefa represents the kind of marginal upgrade that is often overlooked but can be crucial over a long season. His glove alone is worth the price of admission, but coupled with a competent bat, he's a solid addition to a championship contender. The Dodgers have shown they're not afraid to get these little puzzle pieces that fit perfectly into their championship blueprint. While he may not generate the headlines that come with a marquee free agent or blockbuster trade, Kiner-Falefa's potential arrival underscores the Dodgers' commitment to building a complete and resilient roster. Depth and versatility are key to surviving the postseason's rigors, and the Dodgers appear ready to leverage their resources to ensure they maintain every possible advantage. If the Dodgers pull the trigger, This $15 million Gold Glove utility man could be a quiet but vital piece in their quest for back-to-back titles. In the end, the Dodgers' pursuit of Kiner Falefa is a clear signal that they're thinking strategically about the long haul of October baseball. With a core that is locked in and a front office willing to act decisively. Adding a player like Kiner Falefa shows how the Dodgers continue to blend smart management with on-field excellence. The countdown to the trade deadline just got a lot more interesting for Dodgers fans, who can expect savvy moves that reflect their team's championship ambitions. But before we move forward, don't forget to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest news about the Los Angeles Dodgers. We'd love to hear your thoughts on news, so drop a comment below. In a stunning turn of events that's shaking the very core of the Dodgers clubhouse, Shohei Ohtani. Yes, the Shohei Ohtani has made it clear he no longer wants to play alongside Max Muncy. That's right, the quiet, humble two-way superstar who rarely lets any off-field drama seep into the public eye, has reportedly drawn a line in the sand. For Dodgers fans, this is more than a disagreement. It's a potential earthquake within one of baseball's most talent-stacked rosters. Ohtani, who joined the Dodgers in a historic deal worth $700 million, wasn't just supposed to elevate the franchise. He was the crown jewel. But now, with tension flaring behind the scenes, the clubhouse harmony may be unraveling faster than anyone could have imagined. And the root of it? Max Muncy, a fan favorite, a locker room presence, but apparently, according to Ohtani, a major problem. Professionalism that made him a global icon. So when he sees teammates who don't meet that standard, especially in high-stakes games, it eats at him. Apparently, Muncy's approach and demeanor have rubbed Ohtani the wrong way one too many times, culminating in this dramatic ultimatum. Now, let's take a step back. These are two very different personalities. Ohtani is the epitome of quiet excellence, a player who lets his performance do the talking. Muncy? He's more vocal, more confrontational, and definitely wears his emotions on his sleeve. Over the course of a 162-game season, that contrast can either create a powerful balance or a boiling point. And right now, it seems we've hit the latter. Dodgers insiders say this isn't just about personality clashes either. It's about work ethic, accountability, and leadership. Ohtani reportedly voiced his concerns in a private meeting with Dave Roberts and upper management. He's not asking for a trade yet, but he's drawn a clear boundary. He does not want to share the field or the clubhouse with Max Muncy anymore. The Dodgers now face a painful choice. Do they cater to their $700 million superstar, or do they risk alienating the face of their franchise? The timing of this couldn't be worse. The Dodgers are in the thick of a playoff push. Chemistry is everything. You can have the most talented roster in the league, but if the locker room's divided, you're not going far in October. And make no mistake, Ohtani holds the power here. You don't make a financial commitment of that size without effectively handing over the keys. He's not just a player. He's a brand, a movement, a once-in-a-century athlete. The Dodgers' entire marketing machine is built around him now. So when he speaks, you listen. When he draws a line, you don't just cross it without consequences. And if that line involves cutting ties with Muncy, who, while respected, isn't indispensable, then the front office might find itself having to make one of the hardest decisions in recent memory. Because losing Ohtani's trust? That's not an option. What's even more interesting is how this story has stayed under wraps for so long. This level of conflict doesn't just pop up without warning. Teammates have reportedly noticed tension for weeks, subtle things. No eye contact during dugout celebrations. Cold handshakes. Missed high fives. Nothing overt, but enough to raise eyebrows. And now, with Ohtani finally breaking his silence internally, it's clear this was no minor disagreement. We're talking about a fundamental breakdown in professional respect, and the team knows it. The question now is whether the Dodgers can contain this behind closed doors, or if it's about to explode into the public sphere. If it does, expect fireworks. LA media will swarm this like sharks to blood, and both Ohtani and Muncy could find themselves at the center of a media storm, the kind that can derail even the most promising championship run. Now let's talk about Muncy's side of things. He hasn't commented publicly, not yet, but sources say he's blindsided. From his perspective, he's just being himself, gritty, outspoken, and passionate. He's never been one to sugarcoat things, and that has earned him both admirers and critics throughout his career. But to hear that Ohtani, the biggest name in the sport, wants him off the team, that's a punch to the gut. Some teammates sympathize with Muncy. They see him as a glue guy, someone who keeps the locker room loose. Others, however, quietly agree with Ohtani. They see the lack of accountability, the occasional lack of hustle, the outbursts, and they understand why a guy like Ohtani, who's chasing greatness every single day, wouldn't want that kind of energy dragging down a clubhouse, striving for a World Series. As the dust settles, the Dodgers find themselves at a crossroads. This isn't just about two players anymore. It's about culture, about priorities, about leadership. Ohtani is setting a tone, one that says excellence is non-negotiable. And if that means pushing out a long-time veteran to protect that standard, so be it. That's the price of greatness. But the fallout could be massive. Imagine the headlines if Muncy is traded mid-season. Imagine the fan reaction, the backlash, the what-ifs. Or worse, imagine the Dodgers doing nothing and Ohtani quietly withdrawing. Losing interest, losing fire. That's the nightmare scenario. Because you don't bring Ohtani in just to make the playoffs. You bring him in to win everything. And if internal dysfunction takes that dream off the table, there will be hell to pay from fans and ownership alike. Behind the scenes, the front office is scrambling. Meetings are happening. Calls are being made. You better believe every scenario is being discussed. Can they trade Muncy without hurting team morale? Can they sit him down, try to mediate a truce? Is it even salvageable? And here's where things get even more delicate. Ohtani doesn't make public demands. But if he feels unheard, if he feels the franchise isn't prioritizing excellence, he might not stick around long term. Remember, his contract has deferred money. His power doesn't come from opt-outs. It comes from his influence. If Ohtani's unhappy, it changes everything. So while Muncy may be the one under pressure, it's the entire organization that's being tested right now. Their identity, their unity, their championship window. It's all hanging in the balance. And finally, there's the fans. How do you even begin to process something like this? Ohtani is adored, a living legend. Muncy is respected, a battle-tested veteran. But when push comes to shove, loyalty will follow the future. And right now, that future wears number 17. The reality is, franchises bend for superstars. Always have, always will. This isn't just about talent. It's about business, branding, legacy. And Ohtani? He's all of those things wrapped into one. So if he says he can't play with Muncy, the Dodgers are left with no good choices, only necessary ones. Stay tuned, folks. This story is just beginning. And as the days go by, one thing becomes clearer. Not even a $700 million contract can buy harmony. Not when egos clash. Not when greatness demands sacrifice. And not when one of baseball's quietest stars finally decides to speak out. That's all for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay up to date with exclusive news about the Los Angeles Dodgers, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We always appreciate your comments and feedback. See you in the next video.